Hey folks, it's Alicia. Welcome back to my channel. Aren't you glad to see me out of my mermaid's pajama? I know I'm glad to see me out of it. I'm back on just to say a special thank you to Miss Sabrina. So folks, I am really fortunate to have a friendship with Sabrina. And she knows that I'm here drooling while the rest of you are hauling the most amazing Maggie Holmes stuff. Yes, I am also hauling great stuff here in the Holy Land. But as a Maggie Holmes lover, it has been painful. Did you all see Mama Loves Disney's haul? I was like, I've never even seen a magnetic or calendar made by Maggie Holmes. And then she found all this stuff I have never been able to find at her Tuesday morning. And we all know I like to whine about my Tuesday morning because Lord knows it's terrible in contrast to those across the country. So Miss Sabrina knew that. And I got a phone call from the person who voluntarily runs a building in Florida. And it's a volunteer job. She calls herself the president, but it's a volunteer position. She's a super nice lady. And I get this phone call from her, and she's like, hey, girl, you got a package. She likes to call me when there's a package, mostly to have an excuse to call me, but I'm not a phone person, folks. You're going to learn this about me. If you're friends with me, I'm a good texter, but I just don't love the phone. In an emergency, no problem. Every once in a while to catch up, but I'm not a phone girl. I just never have been. It's not my favorite mode of communication. So she likes an excuse to phone me because she knows that. And so packages are a great excuse. So she loves it when I get mail there because she's responsible for taking in all of my packages. And she was away actually the week that Lily was going to send that RaK box. She was going to be away on a cruise. That's actually why I had my Martha Stewart paper delivered to Carmen actually too, who was generous enough to accept it for me because I live close enough to Carmen. I can just drive over and pick it up. But she was away, and I don't really trust the other people as much as I trust her. We have a friendship, and I trust her that she'll go and get it right away, and she'll take care of it. But she loves calling me about packages, and so she called. She's like, "Girl, you got a big package here," and I didn't know who it was from. Well, it's from Sabrina K. Yeah, that woman knew. She knew I was dying over here watching all of you haul that Maggie Holmes stuff. That woman sent me 5 paper pads, folks. 5 Maggie Holmes paper pads. So I can't do an unboxing because I'm here in the Holy Land, and my president has the box safely in her place, storing it for me, but I wanted to do a special thank you. Thank you, Sabrina, so much. And you're right, it's painful. I wasn't kidding. I was seriously going to quick pay her, like Zelly her money, and just be like, okay, here's money in an account. Anytime you see anything Maggie Holmes, just buy it for me. Like, don't even check it, just buy it. But she'd already done it, folks, which was really, like, talk about a sweet RaK. Like, she knew I was here going, what? And so she went up and bought for me, which that's when you have like a special relationship with people. And you know, we've had a couple of posts lately about people saying, look, you know, I want to do a swap. How do I do a swap? How do I make a swap partner? Folks, the best way to meet people on here is to invest, actually. And I think that's really important to say. Like, if you're new to YouTube or new to crafting or new to this community, it's hard to swap right away because you have to know people. You know, people are not going to invest in spending like 40 hours in making something for you without knowing you first. And the reason for that is just simple. They just want to make sure that someone is going to appreciate what they've invested their time and their heart in. So the best way to make a swap partner is find 5 or 6 channels that you really like. You know, so most of us have a lot of subscriptions, because we want to always subscribe to people who are very supportive of us. But not everybody has the time in their work day to go and read everybody's comments on 40 subscriptions. So pick a handful that are manageable for you in your life and go in and get to know the people there. Get to know the other people who are on there regularly. Get to know their work. Get to know the person running that channel. And naturally, relationships will form. And as those friendships form, so will swapping opportunities, right? But you have to give an investment first. That's my best piece of advice to folks. And Sabrina and I became friends, and then we swapped, and now we're friends, not just friends, but friends. And here she is, hauling me Maggie Holmes, which she doesn't even like, folks. Hauling me Maggie Holmes and making sure it gets sent home and not here, because you know the hubby would kill me. So I am so grateful. I'm grateful to everybody on here. Everybody. You know you make my life a much better place. And I love everything that I'm doing. I love everything I'm learning. I love every mistake I'm making. And I'm making quite a few with this project with Danielle, let me tell you. This new die cutter, I'm not so sure I'm sold on, folks. But that's okay. I'm learning as I'm going, and things are getting better. I'm getting more practice, but I love every part of this. I love the messing up, because that's how you learn. Folks, you learn the most by your mistakes, not by your successes, and that's for sure. So that's why I always try to share with you everything the same way that Lily always shared with me, because I think I learned from that example. That's how we all learn together. Anyway, that was a long thank you, but in a roundabout way of saying that's how a friendship like mine with Sabrina forms. You know, it's not an overnight process. You have to get to know everyone just like you do in real life. You don't just get to come on and say, hey, let's do this. Life doesn't work like that. Not online or in real life, because pretty much the same actually. All right, folks, we are heading out for the day. It's really exciting, and I'm no longer in my mermazing pajama. So I will hopefully see you later tonight. And if I'm too exhausted, I will see you tomorrow. And then I will go through everything. I see there's a bunch of comments I got to get to. And I will get there. You know that. Take care and bye for now. Thank you, Sabrina. As always,